Hi students, in today's session we are going to see what is commerce, why commerce is important, and also how the trade was working in the ancient period. I know commerce is really a new subject for you all, and actually it is a very interesting subject if you understand from the basic, and this is going to be a very important subject for you all to understand how the business is running from the base level. Okay, so we'll start the session. So we'll see basically what is commerce. See, it is nothing but we can say exchange of goods and service. Okay, any goods and service from the producer to the customer. So who is a producer here? One who is manufacturing the products. Who is making the products? He is called producer. And who is consumer? Consumer is the person who is going to use your product. So we are all customers, consumers. Correct. We are using the products manufactured by the producers. We are the end customers. Okay. So there should be a link between the producer and the customer. Correct. So directly a manufacturer cannot give his produced goods to the consumer. He can only manufacture. He can only make ready of the goods. But to reach the customer, it has a long process. Correct. You should have a transport, logistics, so many departments, banking department, warehouse. Warehouse is nothing but you have to store your products. You have to store your manufactured goods. That is called as warehouse. Okay, so all this has to work properly in order to or reach to the end customer. So this is how commerce is going to work. We will see one by one now. So first we have place of production. Okay, so place of production, I already told you, right? So that is the producer's place, the manufacturer's place. So from there the goods has to reach to the consumer. Place of consumption is nothing but the consumers. Okay, so from place of production the goods has to reach to the place of consumption. So for this we need banking, insurance, warehouse, advertising and transport. So why banking is required? See, banking provides you all loan facilities, correct? So if a manufacturer needs some amount, he can borrow from the bank. You can utilize the functions provided by the banking. That is one thing. And also we have so many online systems now. Correct. The consumers need not pay cash. He can do it everything in online transaction. And for this also we need to maintain bank. Correct. And next we have insurance. What is insurance playing? See, if you are buying some goods, like for example we can take bike. Okay, so when you try to buy a bike, you will have to pay an insurance amount for that. So why it is required? Why you have to pay insurance? If suppose happening to the bike, okay, some accidents is happening, you can claim that amount. You can claim the amount for the bike from the insurance company. So this is the facilities given by the producers to the consumers. Okay, you have to have an insurance for all the products that requires. Yes, so next we are going to see warehouse. What is warehouse? See, warehouse is the place where you have to store the manufactured goods. Correct. So you will be, for example, you will be manufacturing some 100 washing machines, we can say. And you cannot expect on the same day to get everything to sold. Okay. and before the retailer or the wholesaler. Retailer is the person, you know, who buys the products from the wholesaler and sells it to the customer. So he is called a retailer. Okay. Now who is a wholesaler? Wholesaler is the person who is trying to get directly from the producer. He is the wholesaler. Okay. So now all these products has to be, protected unless it is going to be sold. Correct. So for that we use a place. That place we call it as warehouse. Okay. So now we will see what is advertising. Advertising, I think everybody might be knowing some idea about advertisement. So once the products are manufactured, it has to be advertised to the consumers. Correct. So you have so and so product available in the market. Only then customers will know that such product. So for this you have to make advertisement. So only then the customers will know that such type of products are available in the market. Correct. We have so many modes of advertisement. We will see that in the later chapters. Okay. And finally we have transport. So what is transport playing the role here? See, once the goods are manufactured, it has to be reach the place of consumer. So for this we have so much of. Correct. So for this transport we have so many types of transport. We have land transport, we have sea transport, we have air transport. Correct. So all these modes of transport will be utilized to make your product reach to the consumers. So for commerce, these 5 important things play a very vital role to reach the place of consumers from the producers. Okay, clear? So now we will see in ancient time how the commerce was working. We had barter system. Barter system is nothing but exchange of goods against goods. So what happens here is they did not have money, cash was not invented that time. Okay, so what they had to do is, if suppose I had to buy a 1 kg of mango, okay, and I had 1 kg of rice. So what I will do is, I will exchange my rice to the required person and get the mangoes from him. Okay, so this was exchange of goods against goods. And this system we call it as barter system. And then after some evolutions, the money was invented and money played a vital role. All this barter system had vanished, and now if you want to buy anything, you have to pay cash. Correct? And even now the system has been so updated, like you need not even pay the cash directly. You have so many online transactions happening. Correct? So you can use those systems. So this is the evolution of money and products in commerce. Okay, so this is an introduction session. Go through the video. If you have any further clarification, you can get back to me. Thank you.